Hi guys, we're gonna go over some currencies here. We'll start with the dollar yen. I hope everybody's gonna have a good new year and happy holiday for everyone. So the dollar yen, as you can see in the daily, we have a strong sell signal going from 113 right here. This is continued all the way down to 110. In the H4 also we have a sell signal. In the H1 we have a sell signal. So how are we gonna trade this one? Dollar yen is going to go down. Expectation is going to go down to 105. So now we are 110. We're going to go down to 105. So we're going to be around this area here. Okay. So this is the first and second week. First week, nice candle here is going down. Second, so we expect 4 weeks in a row, 5 weeks in a row to come to 105. So USD Japanese yen is not for buy. The daily is reaching the 50 moving average. So I expect we're going to break through this and they're going to go down. But if you go to the hourly, this is possibly is going to go up a little bit. Let's go to the 4 hours. This is going to go up a little bit to the 50 moving average. So we expect correction from here to here. So if you draw it, it would be something like this. A correction like this, then we'll go down. Okay. So once you go up, I would not buy. I would wait to sell. Once you go up to the 50 moving average, it bounces back from the 50 moving average at a level of 111, from 111, 111.19 to 111.60. If you get there, then you bounce back, then here you get yourself. Okay, so you sell from this area right here. Possibly, uh, like Tuesday, Wednesday, the market is gonna go up for correction. Thursday, Friday, we're gonna go down. So remember this. Go next. So you wait for correction for dollar yen, then you sell. So dollar yen for sell after correction, we're gonna go down to 105 in 4 weeks. Uh, WTI. So at the daily for the oil, we have a sell signal like this. We went all the way down here from 71, or so 76 before, to 42. Then we got some correction up. What's gonna happen now? So if we look at the daily, we have a sell. At 4 hours, we have a sell. At the hourly, we got another sell. So what we're gonna do is I would wait till we come down, test this again at the 42, and if it holds, then you get a buy signal. Then I would buy at 42, and you place your stop loss just below this resistance level. So I would buy in this area and place your stop somewhere like 41.88 or so. This wouldn't be a buy trade for a risk to profit ratio. Okay, so US oil for buy, if it bounces from 42, if it come down, then it bounces from here, then we will buy it. Okay, USD CAD, the loonie. So on the daily, we have a very strong buy from all the way down 1.279 to 1.3650. That was a very impressive movement. This is this is 875 pips from all the way down. So just about time to come down. Okay. So possibly it may go a little bit up, 50 more pips to 1.37. But if you look at the H4, however it has a buy, Here you're gonna start getting MACD showing that here was over. Look at this high here, then you come another one here. This is lower. This is going down. In the H4, this is going down, so this is for sell. I would sell for sure this market at 1.36, 1.365, 1.37. It has to come down, this market. Okay, and the daily is way too far, way overbought from the 50 moving average, and this just has to come close to this here. Has to come close to the 50 moving average. So, and the market will, the first target would be like 1.34 first month. So 220 pips for sure in this market down, and if it goes from 1.37, you talk about 300 pips. This is gonna come down here for sure, okay, from 1.36, 1.365, 1.37. This is gonna come here for sure. Then after this we talk, because the 50 moving average is gonna go up like this, and this is gonna rest in the 50 moving average. Then after this we'll talk. So the first target is here 300 pips. So if you are in selling this position from here, don't close it before 300 pips, 250 maybe, but not before this. Don't get 20, 30 pips and close it. Just premature. Okay, so USD CAD sell for sell like in this area from 1.36, 1.365, 1.37. Divide your lot size to 3 lots and enter from 3 different position locations like entry levels, and it will be good. Okay, if you look here, this is the 70 level, so this is not too bad. You're at the top end. Here, it says very high, so you need to come down. This is really good. Well, H4, same thing. You're up high here, shown down here. Okay. You've got a high here. You've got this next high, but it's actually lower. So if you look at this here, this is going down, not going up. So this is for sale. Okay, don't buy USD CAD. Sell it. Okay. Sell it to start with 300 pips. Next, we go to Japanese stock. So Japanese stock, we expect to go down to 15,000. So we expect this market to crash in 2019. If you look at the daily, we have a sell. Okay, from here went so fast down. How many days? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. Year end. In the H4, we also have a sell. Okay, was really nice sell. You see it came back to the 50 moving average, couldn't break it. It bounced back from the 50 moving average. You got a nice signal for sell, then you sell it. Of course, you go with the daily. Okay, so for the hourly, you have a buy here. You would just ignore the correction. So what we're gonna do? How we're gonna trade this market? We're gonna uh, just like USDN, just the same thing. We expect to go to the 50 moving average, doesn't break it. Okay, then after this, it will come back again here. Okay, so when it goes up to the 50 moving average, then you get a confirmation that it didn't break the 50, then it bounced back, then you sell here. Okay, so this for sell. We go next, American stock for sell after correction. Okay, just make sure you wait for the correction first, then you sell it. Make sure you wait for the correction, then you sell it. American stock SPX 500. In the daily you have a sell, in the 4 hour you have a buy. Okay, this is interesting because in the daily you've got a sell here is going down all the way, what you have seen market crash. Then in the 4 hours you get a nice signal here to buy. In the hourly, uh, just you've got one buy, then continuous kind of buy. Okay, this market will need some massive news and really strong China USA deal or some really good news to take this up. Okay, So I would buy this market was the first confirmed buy signal. Okay, if this market break up here, the 50 moving average, then confirm it, then you will buy from above the moving average. Okay, I expect this market to buy. Okay, so expect something like this. Okay, then a little bit like this, then go up. Okay, so then you go up. Okay, so you just make sure you have a stop loss in place and you buy with a confirmed signal from whatever strategy you have. If you look at the H4 here for the MACD, first of all, the stock and RSI were given like a buy signal. Look at this oversold, and it was really good. So you catch this very early indication from RSI, then the MACD giving you another signal here, then it goes up well. Okay, kind of it goes close to this mark, then it will relax a little bit. Okay, then it will go back. So for the H4, you have a strong buy signal here. Good. So if this break the 50 moving average, this is going to continue to go up. Okay. If it bounce back from the 50 moving average, then it's just going to go continue down. Then your daily will continue. Okay. Remember, this is way too far in the daily from the moving average. So at least you need some time going this way, or you need to go up a little bit for correction if it's going to go down afterwards, but you need to go up a little bit. Okay, so this market is for buy for now with first confirmed signal, and you must use a stop loss in place. Okay, Australian dollar is interesting. In the daily you have a sell. Okay, daily is giving you a sell for a long time. The 4 hour you also have a sell. Look at this. Then in the hourly you also have a sell. So what this market is gonna do, this market is going to bounce from this area, from the point 0.7. This is my forecast, okay? This is my expectation. This market relies a lot in the Chinese-American trade war going on, and Mr. Trump just tweeted that he had a very, very good call with the Chinese president, and that the trade deal is going on very good. So this news is very, very good for the Australian dollar. So we would go with buy. Okay, why is this? First, for the China USA trade war is getting really good. Second, look at the MACD at the 4 hour. This is early indication. This market is going up. If you look at this one, test, then another test, then another test, then here almost testing again. Besides, it's too far from the 50 moving average, so it's gonna need to go up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a confirmation here at this area, then we're gonna go long. Okay, we expect this market to go to 0.075 in 3 months or 4 months. Okay, so expectation this market is gonna go up 500 pips from now. So here we're gonna go like this, just like this, above like this move. Okay, so we're going up from here. You make sure you use a stop loss. This is a really good place to buy. However, you're barely out for hours and hours is giving a sell signal, but whatever this tweet came out, and this is just gonna take the market up. We also expect the market is gonna go open in a gap about 30-40 pips up here. So tomorrow when the market open, we expect a gap up. If you get a gap up, then the market got affected by the news. Okay, and the 70 is just 0.7 is just a massive resistance. Okay, it's not very easy to break. Even if you break, it's gonna go only like 200 pips down. Okay, so this market is just oversold. Okay, in the daily, just shown like a start here, but as you see here, this came down way too much. Look at this. Look at this again. Just retesting this resistance. This resistance is going to hold and we're gonna go up. Okay, so Australian dollar is gonna get stronger across most of the other currencies. So it's for buy. Euro dollar euro dollar is going to be for sale from now for a little bit of time, okay? So the euro here in the daily gave you a buy signal. It's still valid, okay? However, the 50 moving average is much below the 200, so we're kind of bearish market. So this market is down, but this is a really good indication we're gonna go up, okay? When you get a signal like this is really good to go up. It's grinding again as a 50 moving average. If the daily break above the moving average, then we're gonna go up more. Okay. Here for the 4 hours, the 50 moving average is just trying to go up higher than the crossing the 200 moving average. This 10 yellow one is the 200 moving average. This orange three lines are the 50 moving average. This is going up. So how would we trade this one? We will wait till it come down. Okay, I will not sell now. We will wait till it come down here to 1.381 or this area. Then it bounce at the 4-hour chart. So then it bounces from the 50 moving average. It doesn't break it. It doesn't close like beneath the 50 moving average. It bounce back. Then we'll go buy. Okay. So euro dollar for buy, but only like Wednesday or Thursday. Wait a little bit. It's gonna go down. Don't sell it. Okay. So it's gonna go down here, just like this. Then expectation to go up. Okay. Expectation is to go up like this. So we're gonna go with the buy. Okay. Why is this? Because the daily start giving you buy signal. So at the lower frames, at the 1 hour, we're gonna go with a buy signal. We're not gonna go with sell signals. Okay. So if you go buy here, look at this area. When you got a buy signal, you just try to go with the buy. Here, when you get sell signal, you try to get every sell and you go with it because you have the potential to go down. Okay, this is clear. So we're gonna wait till it comes back in the hourly a little bit, close to the 50 moving average. Then we're gonna buy it. Sorry, I mean the 4 hours. Okay, so euro dollar for buy at this area. We go next euro Australian dollar. This market is just given a buy in the daily, buy in the 4 hours, and sell for the hourly. Uh, so buy daily, buy 4 hour, and sell in the hourly. So we're gonna sell this uh, after some correction. So we're gonna sell this market. Why is this the dollar is gonna get stronger, and the euro is not that strong. Okay. So and there's no rate hike till the summer, so the euro is just gonna be kind of. But the European Central Bank they closed their monetary, they ended their monetary policy. So the euro is gonna go a little bit weaker, but from the summer it's gonna get really strong. So 3 months the euro kind of I would give strength of 60%, but after 3 4 months I would give the strength of 70 80%. Okay. So considering that the Australian dollar is gonna get really strong and the euro is weak, this is a good place to sell. Why? However, it's given a buy in many places. Look at this area. Look at this massive resistance. One time when it came to test, it failed. It came back down. Look at this candle on the daily. This is just indication. This is holding. Okay. Then you try to get another one. So the good thing if you sell here, then your stop loss it just 100 pips above or so. Okay. Because you have the potential this market to run down all the way, or at least to the 4 hours, to run to the 100 moving average, get some nice, like this is 250 pips or 400 or 500 pips. So I would sell this with target at the 50 moving average. Okay, so sell from this area like 300 pips target. Okay. This I expect next week euro Australian dollar to go down. So if we make this a little bigger, so we expect something like this. This is around 300 pips down. It may take a little bit more than a week, but this is the plan. The good thing is the stop loss is not gonna be too far, so this is for sale. Pound dollar. The daily is given a sell, 4 hours given a buy, 1 hour is given a buy. This rely a lot on the Brexit. Uh, for sure, we're not gonna sell this market. Okay, why? Look at this. You don't sell here. This is a really low price. This is a very very bad price. Okay, don't sell here. You either buy or you don't trade. Okay. Look at the daily. This has come down a lot. Okay. Look at the 4 hours. You get the 4 hours broke the 50 moving average and is going up towards the 200. So I would expect the pound to go up. Okay. So pound dollar for sale. It may get a little bit here first to retest the 50 moving average. Then it will go up to the 200. Okay. So here from the 50 moving average, if you get a buy signal, so you go from 1.2650 or so up here. So we have like 150 bips target for this area, 125 or so. It's not too bad. Okay. So the 4 hour we have a buy signal. So I will wait till it pull back a little bit. First in the 50 here, give you another signal, then you will go and your stop loss will be below the 50 moving average. Then if you continue, try to hold it and move your stop loss to break even. At 150 bips and 125 bips here, you take 30% of your profit. Then after this, you wait. If it breaks the 50 moving average, come here and try to break through the 200. Then you're gonna go really up. Okay. I really expect the pound to go up. Okay. We just need some good news from the Brexit, and we're gonna go up another here to this level. Okay, to this resistance at least. So pound dollar for buying after correction was the first confirmed buy signal, and you make sure you have stop loss in place. Australian New Zealand dollar. This is a really good investment, guys. Don't miss this investment. This is going up. Okay. If you look at this market has come really low, low. So look at this going up, then coming down, breaking the 50, right, come here. So first of all, this is way too far from the 50. So if it's gonna continue down, this needs to be corrected first. However, this is not gonna go correction. This is gonna go up. It's gonna go up here. Okay. So we have a run for 500 pips in this market. So I would definitely buy this market. Okay. Here you have a buy. It can't break the 50 moving average. Then it go back down here. You try to break the 50 moving average, it fail. Then come here. Look how good this is holding here. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 time, 6 time. Looks like it's already holding. So once you break this here, okay, and the MACD here is giving you a buy signal. Look at those comments. Look at this one, how big this one is. Then how small. How small. This is going up. Very clear. Okay, if you can't see, then you have a problem. This is going up. This is a very very good market. I would invest for sure. Okay, this is going up. Here is good. So I would for sure invest in this. Don't invest for 56 bips. Invest for 400 bips. Okay, make your target 400 bips on this. Okay, you go daily here. This is very good here. So we have expectations. This is gonna go up. Okay, we go for the pound yen. This is really bad. Don't trade it. If you're gonna trade it, so it's giving you a sell in the daily, in the 4 hours, in the hourly. So this is a very very bearish market. So don't trade it. It's not good to sell it now, and it's not really safe to buy it. Okay. If you look at this, this is a massive resistance. Okay. So this may go up with Brexit news. This is gonna go really up. It's gonna go up to 144 or so. But any negative news is gonna go down. The yen is gonna get stronger. So if this bound, the bound is neutral, this market is gonna go down. So the yen is taking this market down. What about the bound? If the prediction news are good, this market's gonna go up. If any negative news is just gonna break this resistance and it's just gonna fall like 200 pips one day, okay? And this market is not very safe now to trade. How would you trade it? I would trade the small frames, okay? Trade only 15-minute frame or so. Something like scalping. Don't hold something big because you don't know for sure which direction is going. You can't predict what's gonna happen with this Brexit meeting. For sure, they're gonna come out with agreement. There's no way that's gonna come out with like no agreement and all these problems for the euro and for the pound. No, they're gonna come out with agreement for sure. Okay, so if you want to trade it, I would not recommend, but I would wait till it goes to look here and go up to this level, to the 50. Then when you have a confirmed sell from the 50, so it go up to the level of like around 140, 150. Okay, 140, 150. Then you have a confirmed sell, then you sell it here. You go down, you sell. Okay, and your stop loss will be just above the 50 bound, something like this area. Look at this area. It was way too far from the 50 moving average. It had to come back. Okay, same thing. It's way too far from the moving average. Most likely it's gonna come back just to come close to the 50. We'll try to break the 50, okay? Like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles failed to break the 50 moving average. Bounce back, it was for sale. Same thing here. If we get this up, it fails to break the 50, then we're gonna go with the main trend. The main trend was sell. So, however, the MACD is just showing kind of going up here. So we can't really buy this market. If Brexit news comes negative, then it just not very good. Okay, so I would recommend not actually trade bound yen. It's just too low to sell, and there is no confirmed good news to buy it yet. That's all. But if you want to buy it, wait till it go up here. You sell it with a tight stop loss above the 50. Then you have kind of a good ratio between profit and risk. This is if you lose a little bit, it's not too bad. But if you win 3 times your loss, then you're good. The gold in the daily you have a buy, 4 hours you have a buy, in the 1 hour you have a buy. I would not buy. This got up too high, and maybe it will go to the 1300, but then it has to come down for some correction. So if you want, I would wait for a small like 1 hour frame, then you get a sell signal, then you sell it. Because in the 4 hour, look at this, look at the 4 hour, how good it kind of respect the 50. It went way too much down from the 50. It had to come back to the 50. Okay, it was able to break the 50. Then it bounced up. Then it came back to the 50 moving average in the 4 hour. Okay, it tried to break. It failed. Get up. Try to break. Failed. Get up. Okay, now we're up. You get up. You get excited. Too far away from the 50. It had to come back down. It came back down. Couldn't break it. Go up. Just laying in the 50. Look at this. Respect too much. Now we get to up. Then it's gonna come down. Okay, it's gonna come down here a little bit. So I would sell this one for sure with a good stop loss in this area. And we expected the stock market to go up. So if the stock market is gonna go up next week, then the gold most likely is gonna go down. Okay. So investors are gonna take the money from the gold and put in the stock market. So this is gonna go down to the 50 moving average. At this 50 moving average, you can buy it again if it bounces from the 50, just something like this. Okay, so we are here, it's gonna come down to the 50. At the 50, if it holds, you can buy it again to the 1300. The same here most likely is gonna happen here. So because if you sell in this area and your stop loss is here, this is way too far from the 50 moving average, so your stop loss is not too bad. Okay, even if it hits stop is not too bad because the ratio between risk and profit is good. Okay, so if you, let's say you put stop here in this area and you run profit something like 200, it's not too bad. Okay, if you want to wait a little bit till it comes to the 1300, then it bounces back from the 1300, this will be a better approach to take for the gold. Okay, but don't buy it, just too late. Okay, it's too late to buy gold now on this price. It's way too far. If you missed it at 1200, then don't buy it at 1270. Okay, wait till it's coming back down. Of course, if the stock market is gonna go good and the Chinese American agreement is gonna work good, so people are gonna have investment in the stock market, then the gold is gonna go down. Okay, if the opposite, then the gold is gonna go up. Also, the American dollar is gonna go a little bit down, so this is gonna kind of lift the gold. Okay. So for now, we're just gonna sell in this area to come to the 50 moving average. That's all. Then wait. Don't buy again. Wait till it go up to 1300. Then when you have another sell signal, then you sell it again. Uh, okay. New Zealand Canadian. Uh, this is not too bad to sell this market. However, it's giving you buy in the uh, daily, but this is too late to buy. Okay. Look at the 4 hours. Now we have a sell signal. It's trying to break the 50 moving average. So if we get a confirmed breakdown here, I would sell this market for sure because my stop loss is just not gonna be too far. You can have your stop just 140 pips above here, okay, above this resistance. So stop loss, make this a little bit smaller. If you place your stop loss something around 90 to 79, that's pretty good. Then you can really have a good run here. Okay, first target is gonna try to 100 pips. Gonna try to touch the 200. If it breaks it, then you're gonna have another resistance at 200, then another resistance 280. If nothing, then you're gonna go down. So this is a good market to short. Okay, New Zealand Canadian because the ratio is good, and at the 4 hours we have a sell signal. However, here is just getting really close to it, and this mean it may reverse and give you a buy signal here. So if you want to wait a little bit to go up again, then coming down, then you sell it will be also good. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope this was like in a benefit for you. And make sure you trade safe. You use a safe lot size. You make sure you use your stop loss. Don't get too greedy. Don't trade too much at the same time. Don't put all your orders in like Tuesday. Wait till Wednesday, Thursday when the market have a good price for you. Well, then you can place your order. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope everybody have a good trade. And next week we'll see what happens. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.